All right. Folks, Urban Movie Review. We're back. Oh, yeah. First, we're going to jump into Inglourious Basterds. That's right, the Quentin Tarantino directed film, which is set during World War II, and it's based on a group of Jewish American soldiers bent on destroying the Nazis, but along the way, they want to punish them and spread fear amongst their ranks.
Well said, Big T. You know what it is. DQ's Hot Clips. Take it to the clip.
I'm putting together a special team. We're gonna be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis. Sound good? Yes, sir! I'm gonna assume you know who we are.
Everybody in the German army's heard of you.
You probably heard we ain't in the prisoner-taking business. We in the killing Nazi business. And cousin, business is booming. If you ever wanna eat a sauerkraut sandwich again, take your wiener schnitzel licking finger and point out on this map what I want to know.
I respectfully refuse.
Hey, Donnie! Guy's German here wants to die for country. Oblige him.
Hot Clips.
Yo. All right, Inglourious Basterds. I mean, what could we say? Let's get into it. Quentin Tarantino, what's up?
I enjoyed this movie, man. I enjoyed this movie, Inglourious Basterds. It had that Quentin Tarantino gory action scenes.
Right.
They're bashing skulls. The storyline was moving like there was always something happening or getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the edge of my seat like you didn't know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And you know what? That's what I was thinking, same thing, because, Quentin Tarantino, which of course he stole that from Alfred Hitchcock, that kind of backwards way of telling a story and then breaking it up into parts, so it's almost like you're watching 2 or 3 different movies in one.
Right.
And he's been doing that for forever. He did that
Stealing.
Jackie Brown.
Right, yeah.
Right. And it's all good. I just felt like the violence had me.
Woo.
See, that ongoing action.
Woo.
I mean, they had a scene, folks, when they're out in the woods, and they're out there, and they got homeboy, the bear Jew, banging people in the heads with bats.
The bear Jew.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I loved. And they had the crazy scene in the basement while they're having shootouts and people getting stabbed through the head.
And they're scalping people. Yeah. Crazy, insane.
Quentin Tarantino style, that ultra violence and rough.
But let's don't get it twisted. This concept has been used before with the Dirty Dozen. I've seen it before. It's almost the exact same thing, how they did it and, ran in. And
some parts, yeah.
Some parts like Dirty Dozen,
yeah.
He didn't come up with this all by himself. Right. And he does that a lot. He'll take a little from here and a little there and a little there, piece it together, make a movie hot,
Quentin's like the Asians when they're making electronics and stuff. They take a little bit of technology here, a little bit here, a little bit there, sprinkle some of this.
Like the Jamaicans when they're remaking other people's songs.
I know. You're like, breathe again. And then never.
That's hot though. It's hot though.
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah. But they do still. They'll try to play it off, Quentin. We know your game.
You know what too? What I love about Quentin Tarantino's movies is when he puts them together and they're ultra violent and there's a lot of action, but then it's still funny.
Yeah.
He's got that comedic edge, the drama, and that suspense. Everything's coming together in one. So it keeps you like this. And actually, this movie was over 2 hours, so it was a little long. About 2.5.
A little long. When grown men start getting antsy, you know that this movie is 45 to 30 minutes way too long.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it was about 30 minutes too long. And I think what did it for me was the subtitles.
Yeah.
When they're talking in foreign language.
And you're trying to read. And you're all tense and stuff. Yeah. Oh, okay. They were moving fast, too.
But Brad, and I really hated Brad Pitt's little accent thing.
Bring it to the light.
From Mississippi, Southern.
Bring it to the light. From the depths.
The one-liners that he hitting people with funny. BJ Novak, my man from The Office, was in there.
Yes.
He was funny.
He was funny.
The Bear Jew run around banging people in their heads, talking about baseball.
I don't want you to move
Funny
away
stuff.
from this. Let's don't get it twisted. I know a lot of people are going to hate this, okay? But I don't think that Brad Pitt is that great of actor, okay? He's a generic actor, and if you look at it, you can take him out and pretty much put anybody in that role, and the movie will still work.
Right.
Okay, there's some people that you can't do that to. Al Pacino, so you can't do that with Scarface.
Right.
Take it out and still be the same movie.
Right.
It can't be. You know what I'm saying? But you could take Brad Pitt out, put, Edward Norton in this role,
Right.
and the movie still would have worked.
Right. But you know what I loved about this, and it's true what you're saying about Brad Pitt, but I got the total opposite feeling about the antagonist, played by Christopher Waltz, who's the Nazi colonel, tracking down all the Jews and anybody who loves Jewish people, trying to kill them, hunting down.
Got busy.
So smart, so cunning. He had the little funny feel, but he was like treacherous.
Let me tell you something right now. If you want to see some real acting, take a look at this guy, man. They call him the Jew killer.
Yeah,
that was his nickname.
Yeah, the Jew hunter.
He would break people down. His transitions, the acting, the way he was flipping back and forth from comedy to being serious. Every time you saw him, you knew it was on. Crazy,
And then
crazy
outside of
performance.
that, they also had Melanie Laurent, who played the young Jewish female who grew up and pretended that she was French after her family was killed by the Nazis, and she herself, along with the Inglourious Basterds, are trying to set up the demise of the Nazis.
Right, and
good
Hitler.
stuff. Solid.
Definitely.
All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, District 9.
And before we leave, you know what it is. Check us out on justsayit.com. Blog about what's going on. Let us know. Give us the feedback. You know what it is. Justsayit.com.
UMR.
Peace.